Hey there, quirky people! Today we are going to look at all the upcoming projects Loki seems to be setting up with his timeline shenanigans. This show is proving to be the best of Disney Plus so far. One may have thought that it won't have a huge impact on the future of MCU since it takes place outside the sacred timeline. But it has actually turned out to be the most important series for the future of this ever-growing cinematic universe. In fact, we have actually learned the meaning of sacred timeline from this show. It has links to several previous MCU projects, as we have seen teases of all familiar planets of MCU. And there have been references to the Kree, Skrulls, and Asgardians as well. The show has also incorporated some real-world elements such as the DB Cooper incident, the discontinued rings like Joshua and Boku, and the destruction of Pompeii in the past. But along with all this, we are getting some major setups for the upcoming MCU projects with the establishment of the multiverse. Now, before we look at all the projects this series is setting up, it would be great if you guys would hit the subscribe button and do press the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. Okay, now let's see which upcoming projects will Loki lead us to. Spider-Man No Way Home. Loki has shown us at least 13 variants of the Master of Mischief. It has established how multiple versions of the same person can exist within the multiverse. We have seen the Loki variants that got pruned in the past. And we have also been introduced some new Loki variants recently. This will give us a strong understanding of how multiple versions of Spider-Man could exist in branch of realities, or maybe in alternate realities as well. Spider-Man No Way Home is set to bring in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Peter Parkers. They are variants of Tom Holland's Peter Parker. So their established universes could actually be a result of the way Loki ends. Maybe the sacred timeline will split into multiple timelines once again, and that's where all Sony's Spider-Man universes will originate from. Or maybe Miss Minutes lied to us, and there have always been more timelines besides the one sacred timeline of MCU. Either way, the arrival of multiple Spider-Men depends heavily upon the events of the Loki series. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We thought that WandaVision would be the one to directly lead us into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but the way Loki is setting up Doctor Strange 2 is much bigger compared to how WandaVision did it. I mean, it has literally informed us of how the Multiverse of Madness would happen if all timelines diverge and its branches go haywire. Loki has figured out that some other mysterious individual is controlling the sacred timeline. That person could be exposed by the end. And Loki's actions could lead to the creation of multiple timelines and branches from the sacred timeline. As Miss Minutes mentioned, that is where the show will lead into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Jonathan Majors is confirmed to play Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp. So the mysterious individual that I just mentioned has to be Kang. The timekeepers weren't real, and the TVA could be his creation. In fact, the city of TVA could actually be the one we saw within the quantum realm in the Ant-Man and the Wasp. It could be Kang's Chronopolis. There is no other time-traveling villain capable of creating the biggest lie in all of time. So Loki is clearly setting up the arrival of Kang in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Young Avengers. With WandaVision and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we saw the debut of a few young heroes already. But Loki's 4th episode just gave us our 3rd candidate for the eventual Young Avengers project. Jack Veal made his MCU debut by arriving alongside 3 other Loki variants. He plays Kid Loki, and he could surely join MCU's upcoming huge squad. Secret Wars. As I have mentioned, Loki is leading us into Doctor Strange 2. But by doing that, it is also setting up the base for MCU's Secret Wars event. Miss Minutes explained that a vast multiverse war erupted a long time ago.
Long ago, there was a vast multiversal war. Countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy, nearly resulting in the total destruction of, well, everything. But then the all-knowing timekeepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline, the Sacred Timeline.
In this war, countless unique timelines battled for supremacy, and that almost led to the destruction of existence itself. Now, whether this part was true or not remains to be seen. But if it did happen, then this could have been a Secret Wars event of the past. The whole point of Secret Wars is to have characters from multiple timelines fighting each other in a giant multiversal war. And now that several timelines could be created through Loki, they could battle for supremacy once again. That is our premise for Secret Wars. As the Russo suggested, this project will be the one to go one step ahead of Avengers Endgame, and it all starts with Loki. Blade and Moon Knight? Thor Ragnarok gave us our first tease of vampires.
Yeah, not really useful unless you're fighting off 3 vampires that were huddled together.
And now another Asgardian-related project has mentioned vampires. Mobius revealed that the TV has also pruned vampires.
You know, we brought in Kree Titans, vampires. Why is it the two orphan demigods are such a pain in the ass?
So both these dialogues from Ragnarok and Loki prove that vampires have always existed universally. And now they will finally come out of the shadows in Blade. Some people believe that Ethan Hawke's villainous character in Moon Knight is actually the king of vampires, Dracula. So Loki seems to have set up Mahershala Ali's Blade movie and even the Moon Knight series as well. Loki Season 2.
It never stops.
We have been hearing reports that along with What If, Loki will also get a second season on Disney+. In fact, the first report of Loki's second season actually came last year. Murphy's Multiverse suggested that Loki Season 2 is set to begin production in early 2022. It is already in the pre-production stage. That means the events of Loki will lead into a second season, and the Council of Loki variants could return sometime in 2023. One would have thought that Loki could have given us a few hints for the Eternals as well, but surprisingly that hasn't happened. Still, we got hints for all the other upcoming projects, and what's crazy is that 2 more episodes of Loki are left, so maybe we could get a few setups for some other projects in these episodes. I guess we'll see. Anyway, which of these upcoming projects are you excited about? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and do press the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.